What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Crabmuffin here with another video, just showing you guys sort of the behind the scenes look, if you will, of my temporary setup to play anything like, online on my Xbox One on the internet via using my phone. Now, currently in this demonstration of how I do, actually, it's more of how I do my streams here at the lake. I'm going to use my iPod Touch as the reference for my phone because since I'm using the phone for all the filming and stuff for this particular quick video and stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to show you guys how I do it. This is sort of a poor man's way of doing streaming, like say in a rural kind of area or an area where there's not a lot of internet, but just only with like mobile data and stuff. As you can clearly tell out there, there's the lake. Right out over there. You kind of can't see because it looks on the camera, but because it's just like this blue, white light coming out of the camera, or coming out of the window, I should say, not camera. But at any rate, so yeah, how I have it set up, it's not 100%, because with this streaming setup, when you're especially streaming off of a console, say like an Xbox One, or I imagine with an Xbox Series X or S or whatever, is that under the settings, you kind of have to set this on the Twitch app settings that you use to broadcast your game. You're going to have it set to like a standard HD at like a lowish kind of bitrate setting. Usually the console itself and the app itself will eventually figure it out on its own, but just for the sake of this, of safety, if you will, I don't know the right words, but just you might want to change that yourselves when you're setting up like your broadcasts and stuff. But yeah, no, it's very self-explanatory. It's very easy how I have mine set up. I don't know if this will help anybody else, but that one thing with like setting it with a lower bit rate and standard HD definition, it definitely does help when you set it yourself. I might make another video later on showing it more in depth, but it really, what you need to know is that all this is like done via trial and error. So like, for instance, when I started streaming here at the lake, I streamed right on that couch, just using the phone. Now, it worked to a degree, but what ended up happening is I started to lose connection because of as soon as I got out of either out of the range from the window or even just like inside the other portions of the cabin that don't have really any windows pointing out towards to the lake and stuff, that's when you immediately lose connection. So to remedy this, I initially back in the day would put my phone right where you see this little coffee table with the books and stuff that's like looks like a retro fur kind of like coffee table, footstool, whatever you want to call it. I had to taking this extension cord with the charging cable hooked up to my phone, and I would point it directly to the window. So imagine if this is like your phone. This is an iPod Touch. This is my iPod Touch. But imagine if this is the phone. I had to literally have the phone pointed like a TV remote pointed that way to the window. So, but thankfully, with this new setup, temporary setup, I figured out a way to basically just place my phone here, have it plugged in, charging, of course, have the Twitch app up for chat, and then have it hooked up where it's going to be hit mobile data and tethering, or wherever it's called, a setting on your phone. Grab your password off of your phone, you use that, you put it into the Xbox to set up an internet connection, and then bada boom, bada bing, it should work totally fine. Now, granted, the bandwidth out here is not great, obviously, as opposed to, say, over in the city, but it does the job. So, once I stream and stuff, what I discover is I have to have it set up like this. I gotta have the phone here, pointed this direction, door open, right? And, and then I gotta be kind of sitting right over here because this is kind of the only comfy spot. I know it looks like a whole messed up heap of blankets and pillows and stuff, but this is where I usually sit, and I sit down and then I just basically play my games and stream right here. You know, the unfortunate bit of this temporary setup is that every time, like every say 5 to 10 minutes or even shorter than that, I usually get up to turn and then kind of struggle to look what's going on my phone. Because if I brought the phone, say this iPod Touch is my phone, right? If I brought it over here, sat down like this and then started using my phone, I start losing signal. I don't know why. It just, as soon as I drop it down just below my waist level, like this is at my waist level, that's when I immediately lose connection. So yeah, so if you guys are wondering, whenever I do my, like for instance, recently I've been doing a lot of streams on Twitch of me playing the Fallout New Vegas games and stuff. If you guys have been wondering like why sometimes it may take a while for me to respond to your guys' comments, it's just simply because I'm kind of like have to sit up, turn, and then look at the phone itself, and then look at the chat and stuff. So that's the only downside to this janky setup. But eventually, in the foreseeable future, if I just move out this way, one of the things I wouldn't mind trying to do, just as a funny little thing, depending on how much bandwidth I can get off this phone, is I'll park myself kind of like just like around the front, grab my old Kinect camera thing that's for the Xbox, and I'll just hook it up to the Xbox and then kind of have a little face cam or whatever, and then the background is going to literally be the lake. I thought it'd be kind of funny to do, because then people will be like watching my stream, be wondering like, wait, is that a green screen? And then all I do is just walk over to the tree and touch it and I go, it's not a green screen. I lied. It's real. All of it's real. Just something goofy and funny to do. So, but that would be something in the future. So, but yeah, that's about it. Just here chilling out with my dog, Bessiekins. She's been doing pretty good too. Just chilling on the old couch and stuff. And yeah, we're just relaxing and enjoying the view of the lake. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like or a comment down below and tell me what you guys think. This is kind of a rushed sort of video as usual. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope this is kind of like explains a lot of things of like how I'm able to like hook up. Because some of you know that I don't have any internet out here at the cabin, but I basically found a loophole where I could get a decent amount of internet to at least be able to play on the Xbox One and play like, actually, funny thing, I was able to play matchmaking on Halo Master Chief Collection with incredible ease, so which I thought was pretty cool. So, but yeah. So anyways, I'm just going to stick with this until I get the, the Starlink. And, yeah. So once I get the Starlink, stream quality will be not a problem. And I'll be streaming, obviously, with my PC and stuff. And then eventually, once we get the PC set up and the Starlink modem and the PCs are all going to be hooked up in this room here. And then I'm also probably thinking of soundproofing this, because these walls here don't have they don't reach to the roof. So it's just something to think about. So, or I'm been thinking about. So anyway, we all got to kind of play this by ear. So anyways, I think that's it. I've been mumbling already for far too long. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we'll do this again some other time. And hopefully the next time I'll have somewhat of a half-ass script and stuff. And then hopefully when I make any sort of these update videos or whatever you want to call them, I'll figure out a way to kind of edit them. Because I really hate it when it's all done in one take. So that's just me. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. And we'll do this again some other time. So yeah, peace out. Peace out.